Hey, how's it going? Today, you and I are going to be unboxing the Typhur Dome 2 air fryer. This one's been requested multiple times on the channel, and I'm happy to say that the day has arrived. Want to know what comes in the box? Watch this video and find out. So you ready? Let's get into this. Just a little bit of extra information for you. This video is part of a paid collaboration with Typhur Culinary. I agreed to do this collaboration with them under two stipulations. First, I'm free to voice any type of opinion I have on their products. And second, that I was going to be completely honest with my recommendations. We don't do tons of sponsorships because a lot of brands shy away from that. But Typhur didn't have any problem with that, and frankly, it shows how much confidence they have in their product line. Okay, on to the unboxing. This is the Typhur Dome 2 air fryer, and you can see this box is massive. That's one thing I kept hearing about this model, is that the machine is pretty big, but it's also designed to do a good job on pizzas, and if that's the case, it's gonna have to be kind of big, isn't it? Anyway, nothing fancy going on in the box here, so why don't we just get this thing open and quit wasting time. Typhur's never really put a whole lot of time in making their boxes pretty or anything like that, but I think that's mostly because they don't really sell in a ton of retail outlets. In fact, I don't ever recall seeing them anywhere like that, but I don't care, because whatever money they save on packaging, they can put into innovating their products a little bit more, can't they? I always like to unbox these things live with you because it's really fun to open stuff up for the first time, kind of gives you that Christmas morning feeling. And I feel like doing it this way lets you kind of share in that feeling a little bit. Let's see what we got here. Got our power cable, just kind of sitting off on the side there. We'll leave that alone. And we've got our air fryer tray, along with our manuals. Okay, first we have our important precautions before first use. So probably want to check that out. Right up front, it shows you how to switch the machine between Celsius and Fahrenheit, which is great because some machines won't even do that. And then there's a little bit of information about installing the app and getting this hooked up to your Wi-Fi. That's really important because a big part of your Typhur appliances is that Typhur app. It's pretty cool. We'll get into that a little bit later. Right down here, it says that all the plastics are PFOA and PFAS free, and that all of the non-stick surfaces are coated in ceramic. So that's really great that they offer that information right out, unlike other large companies that for some reason never want to tell you what their non-stick coatings are made out of. We're not going to name any names here, but if you've watched content on my channel before, you'll know exactly what company I'm talking about. In addition to that, there's information about the self-clean feature on this, which is very cool, how to minimize smoke, and a recipe table that'll show you what temperature and how much time you need for different kinds of things. Anyway, let's move on. Okay, next we got the full user manual. The other one was a quick start guide. This is probably a little bit more in depth. It's got safeguards. It's got a QR code right here so you can download the app we were talking about. And it doesn't look like there are tons and tons of controls on the front of this, so it should be pretty easy to use. Anyway, there's going to be a lot of important information in here, not just about how to use the machine, but how to get warranty service just in case you need it. Very important book. Don't lose it. Keep it in a safe place. Next, we got the air fry tray here, and you can see this thing is monstrous. We got some pads on the sides here. These are all made of silicone. And like they said before, the non-stick coating on this is ceramic. It's even got a little handle here, so you can pull this up out of the machine without having to get your fingers all greasy, or maybe if it's hot, you can still get it out of there. Okay, let's take this off. And we got a flying saucer, it looks like. Either that or a big Roomba. And it looks like everything else is coming out in one big piece. Let's get this out of here. Okay. Let's get the power cable out of here first. It's got this little Velcro strap attached to it so you can tidy up this cable when it's not in use. Looks like the length on it's about 3 feet. So not so bad. Pretty heavy duty too. And it should be, because this thing is 1750 watts. So it's cranking out power. It really does look like a Roomba, doesn't it? Really, there's not a whole lot to it. You got the power cable on the back. You got a vent back here also. So basically you don't want this too close to a wall or anything like that. You got a warning down here about the heat, which the vent by itself, you would figure, would be a dead giveaway of that. Your display is up top here, and then we have our drawer right here in the front. The entire exterior of this is made of plastic. This has got a matte finish on the top and on the front of the drawer also. And we have kind of a glossy black finish on the front of the screen. Not sure if this is a touchscreen or not, but we will find out soon enough. I'm not always a big fan of the gloss black because it does attract a lot of fingerprints, but in a lot of cases there's not much you can do about that. As far as external measurements go on this, it's a little bit tougher to get since it is kind of a weird bulbous shape, but I will try. From the back to the front of the handle, it's about 19.5 inches. And the width is just a shade under 15 inches. And the height, with this being kind of bulbous like this, is a little harder to get down exactly. But this is 10 3/4, maybe 11 inches tall. If we're looking into the actual air fry tray, what's this right here? All right, this is just telling you don't try to put that drawer in there at a cockeyed angle. Probably end up breaking it. I would think that would be self-explanatory, but evidently it's not, because they wouldn't have to include this if people didn't try to do this all the time. Measurements for the actual cooking surface is 12.5 inches wide. Probably going to be the same depth, I would imagine, and it is. So 12.5 by 12.5. That means if you're making a pizza, or especially a frozen pizza from the store, you don't want anything bigger than 12 by 12, which is the standard size. They do have those extra large ones that are 14 inch, but if you try to put that in here, it is not going to fit. The air fry tray goes in just like so. And that just fits right down there in the bottom. There's some notches here to hold it in place also, so that's nice. Okay, let's plug this in and get it hooked up to the app. Okay, we'll turn this on, and you can see a nice bright display here. And also we got 8 functions along the side, so if you didn't want to hook it up to your app, you really don't have to control it that way. I would still recommend hooking it up anyway, because then you'll get your firmware updates, and Typhur does update their appliances. Of our 8 functions, there's pizza, bacon, steaks, wings, air frying, toasting, grilling, and reheating. You can see the default temperatures and time change when I change functions, but obviously you can still control those by pushing the temperature up and down with the up and down arrows, and the time up and down the same way. The only other buttons on the front are that power button and the start and pause button. Another cool thing you'll notice is that when I push these, I don't get annoying, super loud beeps in my ear either. The machine is on Fahrenheit right now, but if I'd like to change that to Celsius, I can do that by holding both of these buttons. And there you go, just switches for me. Holding them again will put it back to Fahrenheit. Kind of touchy controls on that. You saw it moving that temperature around a little bit on me, but probably not a big deal as long as you haven't started already. Another thing that's interesting about the Dome 2 is that this thing has heating elements on the bottom and on the top. What? Typically what you get with an air fryer is you got a heating element up top and you got a fan blowing straight down. That in turn means everything is heating from the top, and you end up having to shake the contents quite a bit to move stuff up top to get cooked properly. In this case, it heats from both directions. And if we're looking in here really close, you can see those heating elements down there in the bottom. That should make this thing work a heck of a lot better than a lot of other air fryers. And to get this onto the Wi-Fi, we can start that up by holding these 2 buttons. See the little blinking Wi-Fi thing? That means it's ready to connect to the app. Now all we gotta do is install the app from either the Android App Store or the Apple Store. And I've already got that on here because I have a couple of different Typhur devices already, which you can see right here. While that's blinking, all we gotta do is hit this plus, select what we're trying to connect, which is the Typhur Dome and Typhur Dome 2. It's telling us to push those buttons that I already pushed, and I should be able just to click this. And right away it saw my Dome 2. We'll just pair it. We will select my Wi-Fi network, and I'll put in my password. Okay, now once you have this on your network, it's going to ask you right away about extending your warranty. All you got to do is register it and you get a whole lot more time on here. So I recommend doing that right away just to make sure you get that extended warranty, because if you wait too long, you might not get it. If I just skip out of there, you can see that there is a reminder for me to do it. Now, once I have this installed here, I can just go into the Typhur Dome 2. On the front, we're on the mode section, and you can see that there's some of the functions here that don't match up with what's on the front of the machine. So definitely you do have some options that you really want to have this app on your phone for. And then we have a third section that says self-clean. Now the self-clean works a lot like a self-clean on a regular oven does. And that being, it just runs a really super hot cycle for a while and it just annihilates anything that's left over inside the oven. That's really cool, and for the review I'm going to have to really check into that and see how well that works. Okay, in addition to the regular functions in the actual device selection, we have some stuff down at the bottom of the screen. One of them is Explore. If you go in there, you can see all kinds of different recipes for their different devices. Up near the top here, for instance, you can see where it says Dome 2 recipes. Right there is all these recipes that are specifically designed for the Dome 2, which we're using right now. Another cool function that the Typhur app has is the Typhur AI. So if I go down there, I would just select what I'm using. So I'm using the Dome 2 air fryer. Up above, it has some little quick things that you might be able to ask it. Let's say I want to do something a little bit more involved. I'll just leave it on Dome 2 air fryer, and I'm just going to type in something like, I would like to make a fresh 12-inch pizza with a cauliflower crust. Let's see what happens here. Now look at that. This is giving me full directions on exactly how to make that with the Dome 2 air fryer. If I scroll back up here at the top, it'll tell you how many servings that's going to make. It says this fresh pizza features a gluten-free cauliflower crust topped with your favorite sauce, cheese, and toppings. If I would have mentioned the toppings that I wanted on there, it would have made this recipe a little bit different also. Not too shabby. All right, we're going to test this thing out really quick, and since we're on the topic of pizza, we might as well do a frozen 12-inch pizza. They're all DiGiorno's. We can do either a rising crust supreme, we can do a thin crust pepperoni, or a 3-meat stuffed crust. I think we're gonna do the stuffed crust here for the test, but if you have a favorite, let me know what you would have made down in the comments. All right, and for this we are going to use the app, just to make sure we get this right. We're gonna go to Explore, and we're gonna go over to the Dome 2 recipes, and go to where it says frozen pizza. There we go, air fryer frozen pizza. And you can see down in here, it's got different cooking times and different temperatures for the different kinds of frozen pizza. So that's kind of nice. All right, if we scroll back up to the top, it says for that stuffed crust, we want to do 340 for 18 minutes. But if we look at the back of the box, this is telling us to go with 400 degrees for 23 minutes. So we're gonna go with what the directions are on the back of this box, just because it is a prepackaged frozen thing. Not that I don't trust the machine, but we want to get this to come out as good as possible, so probably follow these steps. So back to the app, we can just go on to start cooking. We're gonna set the target temperature to 400. We're gonna set the cooking time to 23 minutes, and then we can start her up. Now go straight to the preheating phase, and it'll tell us when it's time to put our pizza in. The Dome 2 is really quiet, by the way. If I put the sound meter over here, never hit 60 decibels. Okay, and once that preheat's done, we'll pull out our basket, put in our frozen pizza, slide this guy right back in here, and our pizza will just start cooking for us. We don't have to hit the start button again or anything like that. It just starts going automatically. Now, since I am running this at a higher temperature than what the Typhur oven said to do and for longer time, I am gonna peek in here once in a while just to make sure that I'm not overcooking it. In these kinds of situations, you do have to kind of make a judgment call, because even though the box did say 400 degrees and a longer cooking time, they are taking into account a large oven. One extra thing to note is that since this is connected to our Wi-Fi network and I have the Typhur app on my phone, I can go anywhere as long as I have a cell phone or a Wi-Fi connection, and I can still keep an eye on this, so I don't have to stand here and watch the pizza cook. This could get the job done quicker, so if it's done early, we'll just pull it out. Hey, by the way, if this is your first time here and you want to learn some cool new recipes, get some great cooking tips and tricks and all sorts of other kitchen related things, then start now by subscribing to the channel and clicking the notification bell so you never miss a thing. Okay, we still got 9 minutes left on this, but we're gonna check this out. I opened it up a little bit earlier and it looked like it was almost done. And that looks pretty darn good to me right there. So it looks like the Typhur was correct and the box was wrong. We'll get this out of the air fryer, and we'll chop up our pizza. And that looks pretty darn good. Time to eat. The Typhur Dome 2 air fryer is massive. But that's also the reason why it's so well suited to making pizza. Over the next couple of weeks, we're going to be testing all kinds of different food in this, and once I have enough information for you, I'll be back with a full product review. If you'd like a little bit more information about the Typhur Dome 2 air fryer, I do have an Amazon affiliate link for it down in the description of the video. In addition to that, I also have a direct link to the product page on Typhur's website, and there's a 10% discount code there as well. If you buy anything through those links, I do make a small commission, but it doesn't change the price that you pay 1 cent. If you like this video and you want to learn more about Typhur products, I do have a playlist right here that's got reviews and unboxings for a lot of their other appliances. If you look around in there, you might just find something that piques your fancy. Well, that's it for now. I hope to see you back again here really soon, and until that time, I'm Joe, and I hope you have a phenomenal day. Take it easy.